It's your host, Mr. Amazing Facts, with another Amazing Facts video. It's Spooktober, so it's time for a spooky ghost video. If you're new to the channel, maybe hit the notification button so you never miss out on a video. While scientists say there's no evidence that ghosts really exist, there are still plenty of people who believe in the spirits of the dead. So check out these unbelievable facts about spooky souls. Ghost hunters. Ghost hunters often use electronic equipment to investigate places supposedly haunted by ghosts. While the ghost hunting community doesn't seem to have a standard set of tools, some of the ones used are night vision, an EMF meter to detect fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, thermal imaging cameras to detect cold spots, audio recording equipment to record any odd sounds, and interviewing accounts of hauntings. Why does it seem that ghosts are more active at night? Some say that when fewer electronic devices are used, we're more likely to detect ghostly spirits in our homes. How would you actually go about spotting a ghost? Some people say these are the telltale signs of a ghost. The temperature in the room suddenly gets chilly. You hear unexplained creaking of stairs. Doors are opening and closing of their own. You hear the sound of soft whispers when no one is near. Your pets start to act strangely. An unexplained smell might fill the room. Spirits have the ability to affect you mentally, physically, and emotionally. No one ghost is the same as another. Each spirit has the ability to do various tasks depending on the level of strength you have accumulated. Though not common, a spirit does have the ability to physically attack you. A ghost might also have the ability to affect you emotionally with things like unexplained extreme mood swings. An extremely advanced spirit can even manipulate you mentally and challenge the reality that surrounds you. A ghost does have the ability to manipulate objects as well. Over the course of paranormal journey, I cannot count the number of inanimate objects that I've seen moved or thrown without a natural force or explanation. I recall one time on an investigation, an item was thrown off of a stove by an unseen force directly at another investigator and myself. Spirits have the absolute ability to manipulate inanimate objects. Depending on the strength of the spirit, it is possible for doors to be opened or closed, items to be thrown, items to be moved from one place to another, even the manipulation of electric lights. There really is no set limitation to what a spirit can physically manipulate. A ghost is a ghost and not a demon. Due to the widely broadcast shows about the paranormal field, there has been a large amount of demon hysteria that has taken root within the minds of those who watch these shows. I will go on record now as saying, demons do not exist, but ghosts do. Let's take a minute to evaluate the term demon. No matter your respective beliefs, the word demon was coined as a religious term to describe those inhuman things that battle against good and are theorized to come after her humanity's souls. Like many deviations in the English language, the term demon doesn't simply cover anything evil and sinister in the world. I personally believe an individual who murders or hurts children is evil, but that doesn't make them a demon. When a person dies, whether they are a murderer or a saint, they are given moral guidance in life. A ghost, on the other hand, is a spirit that tends to be concentrated in places that have experienced a lot of death or birth. There are many scientific theories within the paranormal field as to why places are haunted and why some places are more haunted than others. I could not write a simple small answer to give you any of these brilliant minds the justice they deserve for their theories. I would offer what I classify as my own personal belief. I personally believe that locations which experience a large amount of death or birth disrupt the natural balance of energy in the world in which we live. Basic elementary science, energy of any kind is neither created or destroyed. Energy is transferred or moved. Locations such as hospitals, battlefields and the sites of horrific deaths emit a lot of energy into the world we live in. To go beyond, this energy being so concentrated in one spot easily explains why places with a high volume of death or births have an extremely large amount of spirit activity. There is no proven reason why ghosts are here or why they reach out. If you believe anything you see on TV and the big screen, then you'll also believe that spirits are here because they have unfinished business or they're simply angry to the injustice done to them in the world. I'm going to take a small amount to throw a huge monkey wrench in all these claims. Why are the spirits still here and making contact with us? Well, the answer isn't as black and white as you have been led to believe. Sure, some are ghosts might be hanging around with unfinished business or because of some grave injustice. Let's be real though. No one spirit is hanging out at your house all the time. Spirits have the ability to come and go as they please. No one spirit is reaching out or still here because of one simplified reason. I believe that spirits have the ability to come and go from the various levels of reality as we know it. This would explain why when so many people are dying, they tell others that they see their loved ones that have passed before them. I believe loved ones come and go to help guide us. Be honest with yourself and your beliefs, and you will conclude God is a busy guy. There is no way one God could watch all of us, hear all of us, and protect all of us. I would challenge the idea that spirits of our loved ones who have passed are there to hear us, watch over us, and guide us to the next step after death. My point, ghosts are everywhere, and for all different types of possible reasons, some spirits can come and go as they see fit. At the end of it all, though, it is comforting to know we are watched over and reached out to by ones we have loved that are no longer with us in their physical form. Since ancient times, ghost stories, tales of spirits who return from the dead to haunt places they left behind, have figured prominently in the folklore of many cultures around the world. A rich subject of these tales involved historical figures ranging from queens and politicians to writers and gangsters, many of whom died early, violent or mysterious deaths. The concept of a ghost, also known as a spectre, is based on the ancient idea that a person's spirit exits separately from his or her body and may continue to exist after that person dies. Because of this idea, many societies began to use funeral rituals as a way of ensuring that the dead person's spirit would return to haunt the living. Did you know that mobster Al Capone has reportedly appeared to disrespectful visitors at the funeral plot where he's buried? Banjo music has been supposedly heard coming from inside Capone's old cell at Alcatraz, where he was one of the first inmates. Places that are haunted are usually believed to be associated with some occurrence or emotion in the ghost's past. They're often a former home or the place where he or she died. Aside from actually ghostly apparitions, traditional signs of haunting range from strange noises, lights, odours or breezes, to the displacement of objects, bells that brings us spontaneously, or musical instruments that seem to play on their own. In the 4th century AD, the great Roman author and statesman Pliny the Younger recorded one of the first notable ghost stories in his letters, which became famous for their vivid account of life during the heyday of the Roman Empire. Pliny reported that the spectre of an old man with a long beard, rattling chains, was haunting his house in Athens. The Greek writer Lucian and Pliny's fellow Roman Plautus also wrote memorable ghost stories. Centuries later, in 856 AD, the first poltergeist, a ghost that causes physical disturbances such as loud noises or objects falling or being thrown around, was reported at a farmhouse in Germany. The poltergeist tormented the family living there by throwing stones and starting fires. One of the most frequently reported ghost sightings in England dates back to the 16th century. Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry V and mother of Queen Elizabeth I, was executed at the Tower of London in May 1536 after being accused of witchcraft, treason, incest and adultery. Sightings of Boleyn's ghost have been reported at the Tower as well as in various other locations, including her childhood home, Hever Castle in Kent. America's own rich tradition of historical ghosts begins with one of its most illustrious founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin. Beginning in the late 19th century, Franklin's ghost was seen near the library of the American Philosopher's Society in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Some reports held that the statue of Franklin in front of the society comes to life and dances in the streets. Hope you've enjoyed this brief chat about ghosts. Tomorrow we have another exciting video for our Spooktober event. Tomorrow we're going to talk about something that is related to Halloween, which is jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins. So we hope you look forward to that video. And until then, this is Mr. Amazing Facts saying, have an amazing day. Goodbye. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.